All right, guys, I'm over here, over by Sushi Mango, and people say all the time, nothing ever happens in the suburbs. Something is happening in the suburbs right now, as we speak. There are, let's see, what is that? Oh, I don't know. A gaggle of law enforcement agents with, that guy has an assault rifle out. Two guys have assault rifles out. Look at that! And there's cops over there. Joe, what is amazing? What kind of chaos is happening out here? I don't know. Uh-oh, okay. The cops are coming. Let's beat a hasty retreat. Ah, Sushi Mango, what have you done to us? Wild. You go out for sushi and all of a sudden you're seeing an armed standoff. Oh, it's crazy. Look, that guy's hot to trot. Oh, man.
Bank robbery. All happened at First Bank.
Wow. So Joe thinks it's a bank robbery. So, hey, there you go. That's exciting times. Go. Can you see me okay? I don't have my selfie stick anymore. Go to Sushi Mango, stay for the sushi, and witness the show of an armed robbery at a bank. Well, hey there, Food Chain Cyclists. It's your old pal Anthony here, and I am on my way to go get some lunch. And it wouldn't be a lunch ride if I wasn't riding the bike. So here we are on the beautiful Niner. Let's hold it like that. And just behind me, guest Food Chain Cyclist Joe. How you doing back there, Joe? Woo! So we'll be riding over to Sushi Mango. Join us. Let's get out of the way and let this guy do his thing. All right. So Joe, tell me about your bike.
This is Robin.
Nice.
She is a rebuilt racing frame that Anthony made for me.
Oh.
And super speedy, aluminum, super easy. She's like a bird.
Nice.
Goes by herself. I hardly have to do anything.
Awesome. Well, that's a super sweet rig, and it's a Trek 1000. Like she said, an old aluminum race bike, and it's red. And we're going. We're off to the races, which is good because Joe's on a race bike. All right. Coming up beside you. How you like that hill?
Very fun.
Well, you look great. As long as you look good doing it, right?
Right.
And we look great. Now, you may notice neither Joe or I are decked out in your super go fast roadie gear. That doesn't mean we don't ride in that stuff. It just means that sometimes it's nice to dress like a normal human being in the wintertime and go have lunch. I don't have to put on the superhero suit to go ride to the sushi joint. I'm just trying to have fun. So, voila. Jeans, collared shirt, windbreaker. Enjoy. Doesn't have to be complicated. You just have to love what you're doing. And I do. So, off we go. Oh, there she is.
Slow and steady.
Was it hunger or fear of that big hill?
Fear of the big hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Too
I was
big.
telling these
Too
guys.
fast.
I was telling these guys. I was like, I know I'm hungry, and that makes me hangry, and you're hungry too, which means you could become the hunger monster.
I could crash.
Could crash. So
But
let's get some.
because I ate a goo.
Yeah.
I'm responsible.
She's smart. Always stock up on what you need to get the ride done before you go. Don't sit there and say like, oh, it's not that bad of a ride. Inevitably you'll crack. Like always have a brownie. That's just a good rule. Always have a brownie.
Just always.
Always.
Not even just on bikes. Just always have a brownie.
Always have a brownie. All right, so we're like 2 blocks away. We're gonna ride over there, and we're gonna show you what the sushi's all about. So, just one more little bump before we get to the sushi place. I wanted to show the storefront where my bike career started at Adrenaline Cycles, and we're all waiting. Okay, we're gonna go. And do you see that Spenga? Spin Strength Yoga? That storefront right there was where I started my career as a bicycle mechanic, and I met some of the best wrenches in the industry over here in this strip mall. Dan Monaco, Chris Perales, Joby Siciliano, Matt Jimerson, guys who could just like take apart a bike and put it back together again in no time flat, and with an expertise that I still haven't achieved yet. But yeah, that's where my first bike shop was. Unfortunately, Highlands Ranch likes to ride spin bikes and go nowhere a little more than they liked riding real bikes and going somewhere. So Adrenaline Cycles closed up after a couple years. It was sad. I cried a little, I'm not gonna lie. But here we are, Sushi Mango, right next to Voltaire Cycles, the e-bike cycle shop. Interessante. You know, like to keep it easy. Don't want to push those pedals too hard, you know. So Sushi Mango. Wow, okay, let's check it out. Alright guys, so just wanted to show you how even if you don't have a bike rack, you can still keep your bike relatively secure. I mean, no bike is 100% secure, unfortunately, in this day and age we live in. But if you have a really long cable lock and they're super lightweight, it's not that big of a deal to take one with you in your backpack, or heck, you could even tie it around the frame of the bike if you wanted. And then a little padlock, a little disc lock like so, and get it locked up. Well, of course it's making me look bad now. Ah, there we go. Okay, totally locked up and safe, ready. You know, I can eat lunch and have relatively high confidence that I'll come back to my bikes being out here. So with that being said, let's go find Jo. She grabbed us a table inside. So check out Sushi Mango. This place really nice sushi restaurant. I love the interior here. Classy, man. I like the Buddha. That's cool. Alright guys, we just got our order in. I got a softshell crab and the L3 lunch combo, which is some sashimi, chef's choice. So hopefully chef chooses super fresh stuff. And then just regular sushi with the miso soup. But what did you get, Jo?
I got 3 pieces of sushi, 3 sashimi, also chef's choice, and a salmon roll. And a miso soup.
So we're super stoked because, you know, I like sushi. I just think it's fun to have. But for Joe, you've been eating sushi. It was kind of like a rite of passage into adulthood for you, right?
My parents took me out when I was like 12 or 13 to a sushi restaurant with the disclaimer that I probably wouldn't like anything. We had like raw oysters and sushi and sashimi and miso soup, and I loved all of it. So, and ever since then I've been impressing people with my culinary bravery because I'll try pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So,
you know, like for you food chain cyclists out there who've got little cyclists in tow, you know, don't assume that the little ones won't enjoy sushi. They might just actually, if you couch it in the proper context. This is what grown-ups like. You might not like it, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, you could actually reverse psychology them into being an adventurous culinary spirit like Miss Joe Bloom over
praise
here.
them for being brave.
Yeah.
It's good to develop your tongue early.
And plus, that is a blessing for you guys, because if your kids like to have fun to eat dinner instead of always going to Chuck E. Cheese and, you know, Five Guys, then that means that you can actually enjoy the food you're eating. So, you know, lessons from the life of Joe Bloom. All right, guys. Food should be out shortly, and we'll pick back up with you then. All right, gang. So, talk about awesome efficiency. You can always love Japanese cuisine because they're efficient in their delivery. As you can see, we've already gotten our miso soup, and let's get a little bit closer here if we could. So, you see we've got some, you know, your standard mushroom fare, your miso paste, a little bit of tofu, some seaweed. But this, my friends, is what I'm really excited about. Look at this delectable softshell crab. Oh my gosh. Just perfectly blistered, lightly battered in a tempura that is just...
Smells amazing.
Oh, yeah, I wish you could be here to smell this. It's just... it smells like the sea. If you haven't tried softshell crab because you've been scared of all of the, you know, oh, it's still got its shell, what's that all about, blah, blah, blah. Quit it. Try it. It's delicious. And to prove it to you, Joe and I are going to enjoy some soft shells. So I'm greedy, so I took the bigger piece. Cheers. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually a female softshell crab, so there's actually still roe inside. That's this little, it's hard, it's not focusing very well, but there's this discolored area here is crab roe, and so it's very earthy, kind of grainy. A lot of people actually confuse crab roe with sand. They think that crabs are just going around eating buckets of sand, apparently. They're not sand eaters. I don't really want to get into what they eat, because what they eat is kind of gross. But, you know.
Oh, they're crabs.
It's the cycle of life. But, this is really yummy. I'm sure miso is miso soup, you know. Like, you can't go wrong with miso soup. It's probiotic. It's good for the guts. You know, if you've got, like, a really long bike ride coming up, do some training and eat miso soup once a day, either for lunch or for dinner. It's going to fortify your guts, be a good source of salt, and then when you're out on your ride and you're slamming all those Cliff Bars and goos and energy shots and stuff like that, it's going to help to fight some of that gut bomb that you have. You don't want to Adam Yates on the side of the road. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Adam Yates, Giro d'Italia, side of the road. It's a very funny video. But we're going to polish off this crab, and you'll see us again when the entrees come out. Okay, guys, so, man, I just can't get over this place. Like, Sushi Mango is so fast. They just get the food.
Second we finished the appetizer.
Yeah, we finished the appetizer. We didn't even finish the soup, and the sushi is here. I'm going to talk about my plate real fast. So as you can see, we got the Chef's Choice sashimi. We've got a salmon, tuna.
Yellowtail?
I want to say that's yellowtail. A little bit of another fish that I'm not going to be able to identify, but it's got a little bit of roe on there. And then we've got a little bit of what looks like maybe halibut? Cod? A whitefish of some sort. Delicious. And then, spicy tuna roll. And Joe, what do you got going on?
I have, looks like kind of similar, tuna, salmon, yellowtail. Looks like I have it as, I don't even know what this is called, but this is sashimi, right?
I think this is technically both sashimi.
Okay.
Or this is sashimi.
That's sashimi, this is sushi.
And then this is a roll.
Salmon roll.
Right.
And ginger and wasabi, which I never use, but you can if you would like your entire sinuses to feel like a pine tree. And the ginger is amazing.
Yeah.
That I will eat.
Those of you who ride with me on the regular know that I will be using this wasabi because I have chronically obstructed sinuses for some reason. Like, if you have any recommendations on how to clear out a sinus without suffering through wasabi, please leave it in the comments below, and I will let you know how your home remedy for sinus maintenance goes. Alright, gang. So, as you can see, we just did the last bite. And, yeah, while it's fresh in our minds, let's talk about impressions of Sushi Mango. Joe? Oh, Joe has her mouth full. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'll go first. Man, I like this place. This place is very nice. The interior is super classy. I don't know why, but there's no one here. It's very strange. Because if there were...
Well, it's like 3:30.
Okay, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so which is great. We don't have to shout at the camera, so that's good. To be heard over a crowd. But, dude, if this community had nothing but me's in its population, this place would be jam-packed. It is so good and so inexpensive. Like, you saw all of the food that we got. It was like $15, which is great for sushi. And
$15 for the plates plus appetizers and stuff. But
yeah. And the flavor was really fresh. You can tell that, like, the chef is staying on point with his fish usage. You know, he's got a good portion size as well. So a lot of bang for your buck here. And if you're a cyclist, sushi is great for you. You've got, like, really clean carbs in the form of the rice. You know, the miso soup like we were talking about earlier, and all the benefits that it has for your digestive system. And this tea is amazing. It's got, like, rice kernels, like roasted rice kernels in there and stuff like that. And I was super stoked, but I really like sushi, and I like Sushi Mango. Let's hear, this is your first time here, right? Mm-hmm. All right, what were your impressions as a first timer?
Sushi is my favorite food, and I've lived in coastal states like California, Florida, and quite honestly, this was, like, pretty comparable to there. It was really, really fresh. Like, all the fish had really distinct flavors. It was just really well done. Like, I didn't taste anything I didn't like. I liked the addition of mushrooms to the miso soup. It was classy.
Yeah, the mushrooms
Super
were a nice
delicious.
touch for sure.
And this sake is, like, guys, if you have not tried hot sake on a cold day, this is where it's at, I'm telling you.
Yes, yeah. But don't use sake as a source of warmth on the bike during a cold day. That isn't real warmth, that's your body tricking you.
Yeah, it is
you
alcoholic.
you are tipsy.
Drink on a full stomach.
Yeah, so, and plus, drinking and cycling, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster. So, we at Food Chain Cyclist Incorporated, we are very responsible, sober cyclists.
Sake in the form of, you know, this little vase, not a thermos.
Yeah. So, but that's, yeah, those are our impressions of Sushi Mango in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, in a strip mall.
Super
Right
close
off
to
of,
where we are. It was
yeah.
like a 20-minute bike ride, so.
Yeah, at the intersection of University and Colorado Avenue, I believe. And yeah, Sushi Mango, just Google it. You have Google. You're on the internet watching this video. Don't act like you don't know how to Google things. You don't need me to tell you how to go. But we're going to call it a day here at Sushi Mango because nobody likes to watch two full cyclists pedal home. That is not good content. So,
Slow and steady.
for me, Tony, the Food Chain Cyclist, and my beautiful dining partner here, Johanna Bloom, of classbloomartwork.com. So if you're looking for some art, classbloomartwork.com. Got to represent. She actually did my logo. So if you like my logo, blame her. But yeah, so until next time, it's Food Chain Cyclist signing off. Bye. Okay, guys, here's the address. Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you.